Hey everyone, much love. Okay, so I wanted to talk about religion some more. I had a previous video where I talked about the Prophet Muhammad, and I had another one where I decided what I wanted to educate people on if I could. Um, so today, I'm going to talk more about that. I'm going to talk about a few of the other prophets, but focus mainly on my relationship with the prophet David from the Bible. Um, so, um, for anyone who doesn't know, the prophets are all just like messengers of God's will, kinda. They're above and beyond just hearing God like a normal person can. Everyone can pray to God and hear Him, but a prophet changes the world for God more than in just his life. It's like everyone's life changed because of his existence, and that was true for Solomon, David, Muhammad. I consider a few of the earlier popes, the good ones, as I put them, like the Russian ones and such, to be kind of like prophets in my opinion. But although Muhammad said he would be, there was a chance he was going to be the last prophet, he said it as a foreboding to a prevention. It was like he was trying to prevent that from happening or something else from happening, kinda. And I talked about that in the last video. So I personally believe that he succeeded. That there are more prophets. The dogs are chasing a four-wheeler. But, I believe that he can, and that he succeeded, and there can be more prophets now. So, we won, in a way, of thinking. But, my name's David. So as a child, I loved the prophet David. All of the prophets were born into different living circumstances. Muhammad was an orphan. Orphan's prophet. I mean, who hasn't felt like an orphan? Plus, he was an orphan, so I mean, he was that prophet. Solomon was born in the city, so like, Muhammad was a town, a city, a town, and then a city again. So he got to experience all that. Solomon, on the other hand, was city his whole life, pretty much. So he was the prophet of the city, pretty much. I mean, that's why all of his amazing knowledge came from the economics of a city structure. And the best stories we know of him are stories where he was pretty much a judge for the whole city, which is an amazingly hard job. And karmically, that's gotta be one of the hardest jobs you can have, other than maybe president, because it just ruins your karma. I swear it has to. David was born on a farm. He was born around sheep and goats, and he was he knew about planting and harvesting and all that. So that's how I was born, kinda. I mean, I grew up on a farm with cows and sheep and goats and a horse now, but we didn't have one of those whenever I was a kid. We had a garden though. I'm used to knowing harvesting and harvesting things ever since I was a little kid. So David and me, even in my childhood, we connected on many levels, and he was my favorite prophet, to be honest. I mean, I love all the other prophets, but David was my favorite, so there is currently, but anyways, David never doubted, is a good way, I think, to put it. whenever he was a little kid, he defeated Goliath. Everyone knows that story. And it's because he trusted and he didn't doubt, and he didn't have the doubting thing in his head. And he trusted his brothers and he didn't doubt them, and he trusted his father and he didn't doubt them, and he trusted the priests of his community and he didn't doubt them. He didn't doubt people. He didn't doubt himself. It's like it didn't even cross his mind. Even in his later life, everything was for sure. Like, anytime David said something, it was for sure. Doubting wasn't something that he considered, and it's an amazing concept because today we're almost bred to doubt from birth. We doubt everything, and yet David never doubted. In my life, how I've used this and how I'm going to use it more and more throughout my life, for always, is I believe in the method of fake it till you make it. So in my head, whenever I'm doing something, I'll kind of fake it and I'll doubt a little, but because I'm faking it and I know that, I don't allow my doubt out, or I don't allow myself to doubt very long. I get rid of it quickly. And then the next time I do it, I doubt less. And the next time I do it, I doubt less. And eventually I get to a point where I don't doubt at all. I can, like, whenever I go hiking, a lot of the people I talk to are afraid of hiking at night or hiking by themselves. And those are very good fears, I think, for a normal person. But, like, I don't fear that anymore because so many times I've been hiking and I've been like, gotta fake it whenever I start to worry. I'll fake it, I'll throw that away, and now I don't even worry. I have touched snakes, I've been in dangerous situations with wild animals. I mean, I have experienced things that normal people would, that's what they worry about, taking a hike by themselves. And I still go on hikes all the time by myself because the doubt doesn't even creep in anymore. I have faked it to the point where it's not faking anymore. And I'm going to use that philosophy with a lot. So I'm going to try not to doubt a lot in my life. Now the dog's more attention. So that's my video on the prophet David. I think that if there's one lesson we can take from David, it's that we should not let doubt settle in our minds. We should expel it the minute we do it. I mean, it's okay to doubt. It's not okay to hold on to doubt. Whenever you doubt, release it. Give it away. You can give it to God. It's very easy. And the more you do it, the easier it'll become. And eventually, you won't even do it anymore. So that's my advice on the prophet David. Much love, everyone. Peace. And have a great week.